Okay, so I found this king friend and I thought, oh, maybe I should pick him up and take a quick look at him on a boss stage. Unfortunately, no PvP showcase because I didn't pull him. I did actually I did do 2 multis on his banner because I wanted to see, like, King himself is a pretty bad unit. For what we've been seeing, I have not been able to see anyone do good with him really. Pick like a good scenario and like really have a good team with him yet. But that's why I did like 2 multis on his banner, because I wanted to see if I would pull either him or like a Blue Lilia dupe, which I did pull. I was very excited about. Blue Lilia is still fantastic, by the way. If you're summoning for the King banner, it's because of Blue Lilia, 100%. There's no one else summoning because of King. They just want dupes for Lilia. Or Valenti. Valenti is also pretty good. I think Valenti and King are pretty similar on what they do, but there's a big difference, which I'm gonna bring up in just a second, between the 2 of them. But yeah, so, King, what does he do? Let me bring it up right here. So, King, of course, red unit. He, as you can see by the charts that my friend did, he's an interesting guy. He has a double AoE attack. One interesting thing is that this card is the same card for Green the Meliodas, but what happened was Green the Meliodas was supposed to have the same multipliers as this King, but before release they decided to buff him and increase his multipliers. I really wish King also got this buff, because the difference between 180 and 250 is huge. It's a big difference. Also, Meliodas applies Infect. I don't know if it's different. Isn't it the same thing? Won't be able to use healing skill. Oh, it's different. Infect, they can't heal at all. This is just nullifies being able to heal. So I guess this is better than Infect, because I guess if you Infect, you can still use a cleanse skill from like Blue King. But it's pretty much the same card. Like, before Meliodas had this multiplier right here, and then he got buffed. It was like 120, 120, 180, and then they changed it, which is again super good for Meliodas, but very bad for King. But he also has a double AoE, so he could be a good farmer. The only bad thing is that his multipliers are quite low, like 100%, 150, 200. And when you're farming, you're usually just doing level 1 skills, so it's like a 120 multiplier and a 100 multiplier. If you pick other like double AoE units, like Hauser's like double 150, you know? So, Explode is an interesting skill, because it deals 100% of the damage, but like, if you're doing like, I don't know, 8k damage, Explode's not that much. And after 2 turns, right? So it takes 2 turns for the Explode to come in. I feel like Bleed is a little better. If it's like the 2 turns, well, if it's the 1 turn, I think like it's better than Bleed. But Bleed, because it lasts for 2 turns and stuff, like you can 80%, difference is like only 20%. And it can last for longer. Explode is just 1 time. But yeah, up to 200%. The ult is the same ult as Blue King and Green King, which is like... King's ultimate is an amazing ultimate, by the way. And then the passive. So, the passive in PvP, so already, straight at the bat, useless on PvE. In PvP, reduce the penetration of all enemies by half, as well as reduce any additional penetration by half. So if the enemy has Blue Lilia, the increase of penetration is also reduced by half that she gives. Now the difference, I was gonna say, the difference between him and Valenti is that King works in the back. So if you're using King on PvP, you can use him as the 4th slot, and this passive still functions, which is good, right? But I seen some there's a Korean YouTuber I watch. I watched every video they do. They're pretty good. I can even link their channel in the description. They're pretty good YouTubers. If you don't mind not understanding anything that they say, I personally don't, because I don't know Korean. But they handpick test. When King released, I was watching their stream, because Korean is like, I think 9 hours ahead of JP, and we also got like a delay on JP for the update. They were testing if Valenti was better than King, and Valenti is in fact better than King. If you have a decent Valenti with like a decent like rolled endurance stat passive thing, she reduces more penetration than King. So But that's the thing, right? Valenti only works in the front. If she's in the back, she doesn't work. So if you just want to have someone in the back just helping you out, maybe you're using like a usual like attack team, like Bludium, Meliodas, Lilia, and Escanor, but maybe you just want to reduce their penetration a bit. King can be a really good fourth option. He can be, I think, better than Gilfund. I see a lot of people using Bludium, Meliodas, Lilia, Red Escanor, and Gilfunder in the back. I think King can be better than Gilfunder. So he's good for that. But once he comes out, he's ass. Like, straight dog shit. Okay, I'm sorry, but he's really bad, like, damage-wise. There are a lot of, like, especially if you're on the high level of geared, you're not doing damage with King. His multipliers are so low that you're not doing damage. And to be honest, if you're gonna use a King, Blue King is so good that he doesn't get replaced. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I don't think he's like the best thing to summon for. He will be in the pool. It's said in the news that he will be in the general SSR pool. Oh, I'm sorry, that was by accident. He will be in the general SSR pool as soon as the banner leaves. So maybe like, here's what happened, right? When I summoned for Green Escanor. So when Green Escanor released, it took me 1,200 gems to pull him. I think 80% of those gems were those gems were free to play, by the way. Were all grinded. As soon as his banner left, I pulled him on a daily 1 gem single the next day. I'm not kidding you. That actually happened. So it could be a thing that can happen to you. Alright, let me test out his damage. Good that I got to... wait. His icon looks so dope. I think it's actually the costume, not his actual thing. Yeah, I think it's the costume. That looks dope. Alright. Take off times 2. I want to see the animation. Oh, let me take off times 2 when he attacks. I want to see the animation. I think I've seen it, but I don't recognize it. Oh, it's the same one that Fat King has. Yeah. And boss battle, 120k. These, of course, this king is like a friend king. I don't know what gear he has, but you saw he had like a 10k attack stat with my Escanor, so don't freeze king. Oh, actually, now that we have the new patch, I could just take it off, but... Alright, let me heal, because king took a lot of damage. Oh yeah, the explode went away, so it did explode. So I did like 120k, and it doubled, because, you know, everyone took the damage again. Alright, we did this, they're probably all gonna die, so... Heal. Oop. The animation looks pretty cool, 108k. Yeah, he hits really light, like he hits incredibly light. And that's again, I mean, he is level 80. He just doesn't have, I think this guy that I picked the friend of, he doesn't have like the most insane gear or anything. But as you can see, like King just doesn't hold up. He's just not that crazy. Let me see if I can get another card. I'm gonna try to find another King again. Let me even see if I can message someone. Should have someone that has a good King with like good gear that I can use. But like one thing that I really dislike about him, and I have to say, his passive not working in PvE is just so dumb. Like if his passive worked in PvE, he would be so good, because you like, let's say you're going like against super battle or super boss or anything, or even like regular raids, use him in the back. If you're gonna reduce the enemy's penetration, and he would be like actually very solid. But the fact that they didn't do that is just so stupid. But yeah, I'm gonna find another King, take him out again. Again, he could be a good farmer, because he does have double AoE, but we have so many other, I mean, we don't have so many other double AoE options. We have Hauser. Hauser is just such a good unit. I see no reason why you would use this guy over Hauser, especially because they have the same element. I see no reason why you'd use this guy over Hauser, or over like Green Giant DN either, so if you're gonna use this guy, it's mostly for PvP for sure. Alright, so I found a King, and this one, although he's level 65, he does have a 13k attack stat mixed with my Escanor and attack food. So this guy probably has like UR gear or something, I would assume. with volume. I think it's not actually gonna have volume, but I'm recording this segment on my phone because I was having a hard time finding kings. I was like, oh, let me just pop into my phone and see if I can find while I play something else. Alright, so for the time being, we just do this, this, and this. I do want to get a level 3 card with Gilthunder, and then one with King, of course. Oh, perfect, okay. Alright, so now... Oh god, I need to... Ooh. I need to not die. And he throws Gopher, that's fantastic. That's what I wanted. Alright. Who has the higher... What's the one with the higher multiplier? I forgot. This one is 180, 200. They're both very low. But 200 of course is the highest. But they're both very low. So if I don't get a Gilthunder card, an extra one, I think I'm... Oh, perfect. I thought I'd have to reset. Just don't kill Gilthunder, please. That'll be great. Or freeze him. Or freeze Gopher. Oh my god. He's dead. You're kidding me. That Gilthunder had 100 and like what, 20k attack. What are the odds of me finding a new king? What are the odds? Yeah, okay. Let me do this, and this. See the damage of all Gilthunder, I guess. If I find another one, then I'll try. Yeah, same thing. Without Lilia. I thought maybe he would hit a little lighter without Lilia, but same thing. I guess penetration for a king unit doesn't matter that much. King units have 40% penetration, which is not that bad. It's pretty okay. I'm gonna see if I find another king, but I very much doubt so. That was unfortunate. Ooh, the explode did a good amount of damage on him. King ultimate hit pretty hard, so boom. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can find it. So I just got an even better king, which is nice. I apologize for the failed attempt I had right there with the other Gilthunder, but this guy with 14k attack stand now. So this guy probably has UR gear as well. I mean, a lot of people gave King UR gear. Mostly because King is such a fantastic unit, the blue one. I myself, I gave King UR gear, so... Alright, I actually wanna... Did I use one of his attacks? No, I'm gonna keep him. I actually wanna kill the red one, so I have like full green board. I mean, there's no way of having a full one, but you get what I mean. I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh my god, if Gilthunder dies again, I'm gonna be actually upset. I'm gonna be actually sad. Just don't kill him, please. Alrighty then, you can stop attacking. Alright, attack CEO. Just a few more. I just need an extra Gopher card. A Gopher level 2 would be enough, because then I have a Gilthunder level 3, and then also a King level 3. Ooh. Couldn't be better than this. It could not be better than this. I'm fine with this, okay. Doesn't matter that he's ulting. Boom. Boom. Oh, it now works like this as well, huh? Well, I'm not using it. Level 3 with Gilthunder. Interesting. With the new patch, if you have like an attack card and the person's attack sealed, if the card becomes another type of card, they can attack now, which is fantastic actually. I really like this patch that they had. They kind of nerfed Petrify, sort of. Let me see again. What's the one with the highest multiplier? I mean, it's like 200, but still. Not the highest, but it's this one. Yeah, okay, so let me put this one. They should all be dead. So do like this. 464k with Gilthunder. That's not that bad. So I want to see an individual number. Although of course if it was AoE it would hit much harder. But let me see an individual number for this attack as well, and then I think we're good. Again, I don't think this king is anything special. If you are 111k, oh, if it was on 3 people, it would have been 333k, huh? If you are summoning because of king, I don't think it's the best idea. The banner itself, like with the original characters, It's a worthy banner to summon on if you don't have any, because the original characters are not in the general SSR pool, but if you already have them, I see no reason to. But yeah, you guys watch.